All right, I think we can start. Good afternoon to our finalists, our parents, and the coaches who are here with us today. After more than 20 years, the Philippine Physics Olympiad, the Samaang Pisika ng Pilipinas, SPP, and the Samaang Pisika ng Visayas at Mindanao, SPVM, jointly held the Philippine Physics Olympiad 2022.
The PPO 2022 aims to stimulate the improvement of physics education in the country, promote the awareness, appreciation, and competence in physics and physics education among our secondary level students, and identify gifted students in physics, and to further train them as competent participants in international physics competitions.
With 600 plus students from 95 schools, 32 students were identified as the national finalists. Today, we will honor the national winners, area winners, and the national finalists.
I am Janelle Manuel.
And I am CJ Palpalatok, and we are your hosts for today's awarding ceremony.
So to formally start our program, let us begin with the Philippine National Anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Again, the PPO 2022 will not be possible without the joint efforts of the Samaang Pisika ng Pilipinas and the Samaang Pisika ng Visayas at Mindanao.
So for now, let us hear the message of SPP President Dr. Elmer Estacio, a professor at the National Institute of Physics, UP Diliman.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to congratulate the 32 finalists, especially the national and area winners of the 2022 Philippine Physics Olympiad, a physics national competition that has not been held in the last 21 years. Our country is about to embark on a voyage through possibly uncertain times, but the success of this academic exercise lends proof that the youth, with proper guidance, is not bereft of future leaders and talented and educated citizens who will carry on the task of realizing a progressive Philippines one day. Kaming mga sir at ma'am ninyo sa liknayan o physics ay taos-pusong bumabati sa inyong tagumpay. This Philippine Physics Olympiad event is special in every way. It is the first ever nationwide Philippine Physics Olympiad that was carried out online, with all the challenges brought about by this pandemic. More importantly, this contest is jointly organized by two national physics organizations, the Samaang Pisika ng Visayas at Mindanao, headed by its president, Dr. Eli Christopher Enobio, and the Samaang Pisika ng Pilipinas. The well-oiled machinery that ran this year's PPO, however, deserves special mention. Dr. Perez Guerra, who has selflessly devoted his time, expertise, and his own resources through the years in making sure that the Philippines is able to field an able team in international physics competitions. Maraming salamat, Perry. We also have Dr. Ian Vega, Dr. Mike Confessor, Dr. Alexander de los Reyes, Ms. Nina Zambales Simon, Dr. Ivy Colombo, and Dr. Rinsviel Rojas Villanueva. Lastly, I thank the volunteers who contributed questions and helped check the examination papers, our online proctors, and to everyone who helped in making this special event participated in by 620 examinees from 95 schools all over the Philippines, a record-breaking success. Congratulations once again to the winners, and we hope to be welcoming you to the Philippine physics community very soon. Mabuhay po kayo.
And thank you, Dr. Estacio. This year's PPO is indeed a historic and major effort to develop the physics community in the Philippines. Now, to address our awardees as well, let us hear the message of SPVM President and Professor from Mindanao State University, Iligan Institute of Technology, Dr. Eli Enobio.
Hello, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay lang ba? Okay. Salamat sa pag-introduce ating mga host. At una sa lahat, nais kong pasalamatan ang organizers ng PPO this year, headed by Dr. Perez Guerra at ang very active natin na organizer, si Ayan. I'm L.A. Enobio pala from Mindanao State University at Iligan. At ako po ang inyong president sa SPBM. At this year's PPO is, as mentioned by Dr. Tux, it's a very special, it's the first time that SPP and SPBM organizing the event. It was a resounding success. We're able to reach at least the whole of the Philippines, from the northern regions up to BARM, up to the BARM region. So it's a truly nationwide event na nangyari this year, and hopefully this will not be the last, and this will be a catalyst for further cooperation with two groups, SPBM at SPP. At i-congratulate ang mga winners at ang kanilang mga coaches, at hopefully this will be also a inspiration to the other universities or high schools na pag magpursigi pa for next makasali din sa finalist natin. At welcome and congratulations sa lahat. Salamat po.
Thank you, Dr. Enobio. We are all looking forward to more events and possible collaborations.
And now to give us a history, background, and summary of the Philippine Physics Olympiad 2022, may we call on Dr. Jose Perico Esguerra.
So Dr. Esguerra is the PPO 2022 Examination Committee Chair. He is also a professor at the National Institute of Physics, UP Diliman, and the team leader of the Philippine delegation in the International Physics Olympiad. Sir Perry, nakamute pa po kayo.
So do you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think, by the way, I received a PM from Russell Oddy saying that he cannot enter this room.
Okay.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. My task is to give a brief history of the Philippine Physics Olympiad and the International Physics Olympiad, a brief history and background. So the outline of my presentation is as follows. First, I'll talk about the beginnings of both the Philippine Physics Olympiad and our participation in the International Physics Olympiad. And then I'll talk about the nationwide Philippine Physics Olympiads in the 1990s. After that, I'll talk about the International Physics Olympiad and the Philippines. And lastly, I'll talk about the 5th nationwide Philippine Physics Olympiad. So the Philippine Physics Olympiad was initiated by the Samahang Pisika ng Pilipinas in response to two things. Now, one was the enhanced interest in physics education in the 1990s and an awareness of a US Physics Olympiad and the International Physics Olympiad. This was back in the 1990s. Then as now, the aims of PPO were to improve physics education and to identify and motivate students with talents in physics. In 1992, the Samahang Pisika ng Pilipinas submitted the PPO framework to the Department of Science and Technology Science Education Institute, or DOST SEI. With this framework as a point of departure, DOST SEI approved the pilot run of PPO in consonance with SEI's mandate to support science and technology awareness among the youth. The pilot PPO was held in 1992-1993. There was a divisional stage held in December 1992. 1,500 students participated in the divisional stage, followed by regional level competitions in NCR and Region 4 in February 1993. So there were individual competitions and team competitions in the pilot PPO. I do not have any records of the Region 4 winners, but these are the winners. These are the regional winners of the individual competition in NCR. First place was Wayan Chan, who was one of the pioneer members of the Philippine teams to the IMO. Alfredo Emir Leonardia, who took biology in college, and Alfonso Gonzalez III. These were the winners of the pilot PPO in the NCR regional competition. Okay, soon thereafter, the Philippines participated in the International Physics Olympiad. And the basis of selecting delegates was as follows. So the delegates were selected from among the PPO winners and participants in what was the Program of Excellence in Physics. At that time, the training director was Professor Lorenzo Chan of the National Institute of Physics. The first Philippine participation in the International Physics Olympiad is non-standard in the sense that the United States was liberal enough to allow competing observers. So there was one leader and one contestant in the 24th International Physics Olympiad held in Williamsburg, Virginia in 1993. So this was the selection scheme for the IPHO teams in the 1990s. So so you had the best performers in the PEP qualifying exam. If there is a PPO during that school year, the national finalists were also invited to the Program for Excellence in Physics, and the best participants in the Program for Excellence in Physics constituted the IPHO team. The first ever contestant from the Philippines in IPHO was Archimedes Figueres. This was in 1993. And the team leader at that time was Professor Vivian Talisayon, who was director of the NISMED, the National Institute for Science, Mathematics, Education Development, and OIC of the Philippine Science High School system at that time. This was in 1993. So the first nationwide, the pilot PPO was not a nationwide PPO. It was 2 regional PPOs. Okay, so nationwide Philippine Physics Olympiads were held 4 times in the 1990s, 1993, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, and 99, 2000. And at that time, the PMO and PPO were held in alternate years. In the 1990s, the PPO was jointly implemented by SPP, the Department of Education, Culture, and Sports, and DOST through DOST SEI. In various years, there were sponsors. I remember Happy Toothpaste being a sponsor. I remember Meralco Foundation being a major sponsor in 97, 98, and 99, 2000. So there were division, interregional, and national levels. There were individual and team competitions at the interregional and national levels. The team competitions started in 95, 96. So the individual competitions, had theoretical and experimental exams both at the interregional and national level. So it was quite expensive holding these competitions because of the experimental exams. And then there were team competitions at both the interregional and national competition. This was a quiz bee type contest with short answer questions. This is a picture courtesy of Arwin Borja of the Visayas Interregionals. This was probably the team competition because they were in bunches of 3. This was also the experimental examination part of the individual competition in the PPO Interregionals in Visayas back in 1997-1998. So if you look at the scale of participation, this level in 1995-96, it was 7,000 plus. I have no accurate figures for 97-98 and 99-2000. But if I remember right, it was the participation scale back in the last PPO ever held was very close to 10,000 participants at the divisional level. So holding these PPOs were quite expensive back in the 1990s, and it was very hard to sustain these nationwide PPOs. So here's the list of the 1993-1994 individual awardees in the national competitions. So the first trivia, the top student here was a 19-year-old third-year high school student. These are the winners of the second nationwide Philippine Physics Olympiad. So Ricardo Novenario Jr. or Ding Dong Novenario was the first place winner that year. You will hear more from him after this presentation. These are the winners of the 1997-1998 Philippine Physics Olympiad. There was no official fourth prize, but I knew the places because I checked the exams. Okay, these are the winners of the fourth nationwide Philippine Physics Olympiad held in 1999-2000. So this is the last before the current PPO. And I'm happy to inform you that among these 5, 2 graduated summa cum laude, 3 graduated cum laude, 3 graduated magna cum laude, 1 had an MS in electrical engineering, 4 had PhDs in astrophysics or physics. So, okay, so you have an astrophysicist, 1 a quantum information scientist, 1 working on quantum entanglement and optics, 1 working on ultra-cold quantum systems. Okay, so this is 20 years after their PPO. So I mentioned earlier that the Philippines participated in the International Physics Olympiad, but what's the ITO? The International Physics Olympiad is the most prestigious physics competition for pre-university students. The first IPHO was held in Poland in 1967 and has been held almost every year in a different country except in 1973, 1978, 1980, and 2020 because of the COVID pandemic, and possibly this year. Belarus was supposed to be the host this year, but as a consequence of the world-changing events in Belarus, Ukraine, and Russia, the international board decided to withdraw the hosting privileges of Belarus. Okay, there's a candidate replacement host, but it's still under exploration. So in the International Physics Olympiad, up to 5 contestants per territory can be sent. I'm saying territory because Hong Kong, Puerto Rico also send delegates. Okay, there's a 5-hour theoretical exam and a 5-hour practical or experimental exam solved individually. There are corresponding points for the theoretical exam and the practical exam. Both are 5-hour exams. So the reason we have a 5-hour national level exam is we want to simulate the theoretical exam for as much as possible, right? And in scoring the exam, both the judges and team leaders check the papers independently and meet during a moderation session to finalize the scores. So this is the first time I served as team leader of the Philippine team to the International Physics Olympiad. So these are the members of the Philippine team. Okay, this is a student guide. This is Ambassador Delia Albert, who later became DFA secretary. This is Hermes Bornilla, the other team leader. Okay, so I had a lot more hair back then. This is the Philippine team in 2006. That's the complete team. This dynamic duo of Vinny Dahak and Neil Ortega. This picture was taken by the organizers during the 2018 International Physics Olympiad. So there's a practical exam and there's a theoretical exam. You have around 400 contestants taking the exam simultaneously. This is Charles Bartolo, who's now in the Intermed program. Before 2018, he won a bronze in the Chemistry Olympiad in 2017. He also won a bronze in the 2018 Physics Olympiad. So, I mean, so cross trainers are not unuseful for us. Okay, the award cutoffs were as follows. To earn a gold, you have to be among the top 8%. To win a silver, you have to be among the top 25%. And to win a bronze, you have to be among the top 50%. And to win an honorable mention, you will have to be among the top 67%. Okay. Problems in the International Physics Olympiad only require concepts, typically from the pre-university physics curriculum. But the challenge is how to use these concepts in unfamiliar contexts and how to avoid very subtle traps in using those concepts. So these are the examples of the problem titles in the 5 previous International Physics Olympiads. In the last Olympiad we participated in, the 3 theoretical problems were, the first was about the motion of a slinky. The second dealt with the physics of a microwave oven. The third dealt with the physics of a thermoacoustic engine. And there were 2 experimental problems, one involving very precise optical measurements, wherein you were required to measure the index of refraction to an accuracy of 4 significant figures. And then there was an experiment involving a law in solid-state physics known as the Wiedemann-Franz law. So the most recent International Physics Olympiads were held in Indonesia, Portugal, Israel, and Lithuania. The Philippines was able to participate in 2017, 2018, and 2019. We were not able to participate in 2021 due to the pandemic situation and the mobility restrictions in the Philippines. So from 2002 to 2019, because there was no PPO and there was no PEP, what we did was institute a series of qualifying exams, and the best performers in what I call the Physics Olympiad preparation program qualifying exams were identified as the presumptive IPHO team members, and then we added the younger contestants who are not yet in grade 12 to co-train with the presumptive team. So there was a program held in June up to the first week of July before the students competed in IPHO. So this was the last Philippine team sent to the IPHO. Okay, so we had 1 silver medalist, Steven Reyes, who was in grade 10, who just finished grade 10 back then. It was his 2nd silver medal. Then you have three students who just finished grade 12 who all won bronze medals. And then you have Vinny Dahak, who won the IPHO who won a bronze in IPHO 2006 and was a last minute replacement as a team leader, and that's me. Okay, so this is tabulation of the IPHO results of the Philippines from the beginning up to 2019. So there was an era then from 1993 to 1997 wherein we never won anything. I call this the growing I call this the baby steps era. Then from every year from 1999 to 2008, these were the years where all Philippine teams went home with something, but not everyone. And then from 2011 to 2019, these were the years when every member of the Philippine team went home with an award. Okay, so there's clear progression, and the 2019 participation was the best result in 14 participations. There are other international physics competitions such as the Asian Physics Olympiad and the European Physics Olympiad. Unfortunately, the Asian Physics Olympiad and the European Physics Olympiad all occur on the last week of May, and these are also the times when for the final examinations and end of the school year requirements. There's another competition known as the Online Physics Olympiad, which is open to high school students and undergraduate students. Okay, there's a university physics competition, the International Olympiad of Theoretical Physics, and the competition known as Planck's, open to undergrad students. Planck's is also open to master students. Okay, so that's the background. Now let me talk about the 5th Nationwide Philippine Physics Olympiad. So there was a PPO National Committee consisting of the SPP and SPVM officers, the area coordinators, and the PPO Examination Committee. There were 60 Zoom proctors who all made the qualifying round exam possible. The area coordinators for NCR were Alex de los Reyes, also known as the PPO Secretary General, Nina Angelica Zambales Simon of NIP. For Luzon, the coordinators were Ivy Razada Colombo and Rancivel Rojas Villanueva of UPLB. For Visayas and Mindanao, the coordinators were Eli Christopher Enobio, Majvel Kai Odarve Viquiso, and Mark Nolan Confessor all from MSU IIT. Now, the examination committee members were yours truly, Michael Vega, Jan Tristram Acuña, Mark Confessor, Alex de los Reyes, and Nina Angelica Zambales Simon. So we hope we made your lives interesting during the examinations. Okay, so there was a qualifying exam with a multiple choice part and an open response part. So 2 hours for part A, 2 hours for part B. All in all, there were 620 examinees from 95 schools. Unfortunately, only 619 actually submitted their part A. Out of the 620, 85 were shortlisted. So these are the students whose part B open response solutions were checked in detail, because we did not want to check 620 examination papers. So our qualifying requirement for Part G checking was top 80 of Part A scorers, overall union top 12 each of Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and NCR plus overseas, including ties. So there were ties. So that's the reason why we had 85 shortlisted. And after checking Part B, 32 were identified as national qualifiers. Had this been 31 instead of 32, we would have a round number and we would say, all national qualifiers were among the top 5% of the examinees. Now it's about top 5.something%. Okay, so in Part B, there was a problem involving a PPO pendulum, the motion of four charged particles in various configurations, variations of the gravity tunnel problem, 2 questions on the temperature of a planet, and 1 problem on galactic rotation curves. The national exam had 5 open response problems. Well, for problem 1, we cheated a bit. And we said, okay, this problem consists of 7 independent short questions. So that was problem 1. And this was the first problem. The first problem dealt with estimating the distance of a bat from a camera as well as the speed of a bat given this picture and some information about the phone video that was used. Okay, problem 2 dealt with the oscillators. Problem 3 dealt with the physics of how a charged ball was able to attract a neutral aluminum foil. Problem 4 dealt with 2 applications of the radiation pressure concept. And problem 5 dealt with the problem of shedding light on dark matter. So the one who asked this, the one who created this nice problem is John Tristram Acuña, who represented the Philippines in the 2008 International Physics Olympiad in Vietnam when he was 14 years old. And I think so far he is the youngest ever Philippine representative to IPHO. Now that we have a Philippine Physics Olympiad, a National Philippine Physics Olympiad, okay, the IPHO team selection scheme will be modified. So we now have the privilege, we now have the luxury of identifying the best 2, the best 3, the best 5 students among 600 plus contestants. Before this, our record was about 250 contestants. So again, from PPO National Finals, there will be a mid-year training program and then followed by IPHO. Now, some students who cannot make it to IPHO can compete in other international competitions like OFO, the Online Physics Olympiad. So here are the future International Physics Olympiads. The tentative substitute host for IFO 2022 is Switzerland, but there has been no confirmation yet, but we're not yet ruling it out because in 2021, the final announcement was made in late May. Okay, 2023 will be in Tokyo, Japan. 2024 will be in Iran. 2025 will be in France. And in fact, there's a schedule up to 2030. And the challenge is to keep the winning streak and to represent the country with dignity. Okay, thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Dr. Esquera, for the PPO history and chairing this year's examination committee. So as we've heard po, this is not the first PPO. There have been past PPO winners and even IFO delegates. In fact, the PPO committee actually made an effort to contact previous alumni of the Philippine Physics Olympiad and the International Physics Olympiad to share their experience with us this afternoon.
Our first talk will be from Mr. Ricardo Ding Dong Novenario, an engineer, IT expert, and playwright. Sir Novenario is the champion of the 1995 to the 1996 Philippine Physics Olympiad.
Hi, I am Ding Dong Navinario, Philippine Physics Olympiad winner for 1996 and part of the delegation that same year to the International Physics Olympiad in Oslo, Norway. What I remember the most about preparations for the PPO was that it was fun. Honestly, it's such a nerdy answer, but I think if it wasn't fun for me, then I would not have made it through and would not have done as well as I think I did. For the International Physics Olympiad preparations, what I most remember about it is knowing how much I don't know. And what's good about it is if you know what you don't know, then you can start taking action to address that. Aside from being an IT consultant, I'm also a playwright. Yes, I write plays for theater. And what I have noticed in both aspects of my life is that there's always a problem to be solved. There are some givens and some constants and some rules to follow, how gravity works. And knowing all that, you find a way to solve a problem. So for me, It's the critical thinking I learned from all these physics trainings and competitions that have influenced me in all aspects of my life. So, my message to PPO national finalists, coming from a person who did not quite pursue a career in physics, you are doing great and solving problems that many people find difficult to solve. You can surely bring those skills into every aspect of your life and every career or careers you would want to pursue.
Ako si Dr. Reyna Reyes, isa akong
Ayan, thank you po kay Mr. Novenario. So totoo po yun, no? Contrary to popular belief or maybe popular Filipino belief, physics degree can prepare you for a variety of careers. So aside po from Mr. Novenario, another good example is Ata Maralio, who we all know is now a news anchor. He actually holds a degree in applied physics from UP Diliman. So his thesis advisor is actually now hindi ba mali ba, sir?
Go.
His
May
thesis
sisingit lang
advisor
ako
is
mamaya.
now, his thesis advisor is actually now the Dean of the College of Science, si Dr. Giovanni Tapang.
Okay, siguro bago makalimutan, si Dingdong Novenario, siya yung nagsulat ng Huling El Bimbo, the musical.
Ooh. Wow.
Okay. Siya yung script na, siya yung pero syempre iba yung musical arranger, yung musical arrangement at iba yung director.
Kaya ayun, CJ, it's never too late to change careers.
Ito na nga, next year na gagawin na. Tara! Nanonood yung advisor. Nanonood yung advisor.
Okay, so our next talk,
aalis na nga ako.
Okay. Okay, our next talk is from Dr. Reyna Reyes, an associate professor from the National Institute of Physics, UP Diliman.
Dr. Reyes is the second placer in the 1999 to 2000 Philippine Physics Olympiad, which was the last nationwide PPO before this one.
Ako si Dr. Reyna Reyes, isa akong associate professor sa National Institute of Physics sa UP Diliman. Ako ay naging PPO finalist back in 2000 and I remember those days fondly. Naaalala ko yung training, nagsasolve ng mga problems during physics class. Kumbaga parang in-excuse kami from physics class para makapag-train and then nagte-train din after classes. And then I remember yung competition itself, meeting peers from different schools around the country. Of course, yung experiments, yung pinaka mahirap, and also yung awarding ceremony itself sa UP. Was held in UP back then. I took a lot from my PPO experience. Sa totoo lang, I told myself na if I do well sa PPO, then parang ma-confirm yung aking plans to pursue physics in college and beyond. And happily, natuloy naman, and I now do research in astrophysics. After taking my PhD and postdoc abroad, I came back here, and now I mentor students in astrophysics and data science at UP. Message ko for all the PPO finalists, congratulations! Welcome to the club. Konti lang tayo, pero dumadami tayo, at this is just the first step in your long journey in physics and science, or anumang career that you choose to pursue. So don't be a stranger, be part of this community, and we're happy to have you.
Yeah, so hello everyone, I'm Steven, and
Thank you, Dr. Reyes. And as Dr. Reyes said, welcome to the club, everyone. And we really, really hope you guys stick around.
Ayan, so andito na po tayo sa exciting part to announce the national finalists, area winners, and the national winners we would like to call the second Vice President of the Samaang Pisika ng Pilipinas and UP Diliman Professor. Siya po ang pinakamabait at pinakagwapong advisor, si Dr. Ian Beck.
Grabe naman sa bola. All right, so good afternoon, everybody, and thank you all for joining us this afternoon. It is my great pleasure to present the finalists for this year's competition. The finalists constitute the highest 32 scorers of the PPO qualifying exam and shall each receive a certificate of recognition. So I will invite all of you to say hi, because you will be spotlighted along with your coaches and your family members, your supporting family members. So I'll call each of you in turn. So we'll begin with Arsenas Bernard from Philippine Science High School Soxargen Region Campus. He is coached by Mr. Jason Bazar. Congratulations. Should we also spotlight the coach or the parents? And hello, congratulations sa inyo. Job well done.
Thank you po, Sir Bazar.
Ayan, I think I can see him spotlighted now. Ayan, si Coach, si Mr. Bazar. Congratulations to the coach, and congratulations also, Bernard. So our next finalist is Miss Jamili Asombrado from the Philippine Science High School Zamboanga Peninsula Region Campus. She is coached by Miss Kate Cheryl Bayer. Congratulations, Jamili. Job well done. Is your coach around? Is Miss Bayer here? Or anyone from the family who we might want to spotlight? Jamili, you're muted at the moment.
I think my coach is here po. I don't know how to spotlight.
I see. Oh, yeah.
Kate Cheryl.
Hello, Miss
Let's
Kate.
wait for Ma'am to on her video.
I see.
So that we can spotlight her. Ayun. Okay. Yeah.
Hello. Congratulations, ma'am. Congratulations po sa inyo. Thank you very much. Alright, so our next finalist is Miss Cherish Buraga from Isabela State University, Cabagan Senior High School in Region 2. She is coached by Miss Kelly Gatan. Is Cherish here? Wala yata si Cherish. So we'll move on to our next finalist. Our next finalist is Mr. Franco Marie Cabral from the Philippine Science High School main campus in NCR. He's coached by Mr. Kendrick Agapito. And he's also joined by his parents. Thank you very much. Congratulations to everyone. I know this is as much a family affair. Congratulations. Is Mr. Agapito around? Is your coach around, Franco?
I don't think so.
Alright, that's fine. So, okay, that's too bad. So, thank you very much. Congratulations. Job well done. Our next finalist is Mr. Kirsten Jean Kalubakib, also from the Philippine Science High School main campus. He is also coached by Mr. Kendrick Agapito. Is Mr. Kalubakib here?
Wala po yata.
Wala yata. Alright, so let's move on to our next finalist. Our next finalist is Mr. Muhammad Nur Kasib from the Philippine Science High School Central Mindanao campus in Region 10. He is coached by Mr. Emmanuel Monterola. Hello.
Hello, good
Congratulations, Nur.
Salamat
Good afternoon. Is your coach around? Is your coach here?
I'm sorry, but apparently our coach isn't here po.
I see. Would you mind framing yourself in the middle so we can take a photograph? Nice photograph of our winners. If you have family members with you as well, baka gusto nilang sumama.
Is fine or?
Yeah, looks good. Looks good.
Yeah.
Ayan yata si... Is this your father? Hello po, sir. Congratulations. Ayo mo dia. Salamat kayo sa mag-participate. Alright, let's move on. Salamat. Our next finalist is Mr. Harold Scott Chua from the Philippine Science High School main campus in NCR, also coached by Mr. Kendrick Agapito. Is Harold here? There you go. Hello, Harold. Congratulations. Do you have family here with you whom we might also spotlight? All right. Yes, congratulations. Thank you very much. Our next finalist is Mr. Kian Colin Chua from St. Jude Catholic School from NCR. He is coached by Mr. Russell Glenn Odi. Is Kian here? Hello. Congratulations, Kian. I think I saw Odi. I think I saw Russell Odi here. Dito ba si Odi? Ayun!
Yeah.
Russell, long time no see.
Long
Congratulations.
time no see.
Hello, sir.
Job well done. Thank you very much. Congrats, congrats. All right. Our next finalist is Mr. Nicolo Coronel from Santa Rosa Science and Technology High School of Region 4. He is coached by Miss Maricel Sumangid. Is Nicolo here? Wala yata. So, congratulations nonetheless. Thank you very much. Alright, we move on to our next finalist. Our next finalist is Mr. Malx Mogen David from the Philippine Science High School main campus, also coached by Mr. Kendrick Agapito. Is Malx here? I actually don't know if I'm reading your name right. Alright, so wala yata. We can move on. Our next national finalist is Mr. Nino Aloysius de Mesa from Philippine Science High School Central Luzon Campus, Region 3. He is coached by Mr. Lemuel Pelaggio. Is Nino here? Hello! Hello, sir. Congratulations. Nandito ba si Lemuel? Nandito ba coach mo, Nino?
Wala po siya, sir.
Wala, so that's okay. Congratulations. Job well done. Our next finalist is Mr. Jeffrey Dedal from Banga National High School of Region 12. He is coached by Miss Imelda Caligdong. Hello. Andito ba si Jeffrey? Naka-mute po kayo. Ma'am, naka-mute po kayo.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
I'm sorry he's not around.
That's okay. All right. So, job well done din with the coaching. And so, congratulations to your student and the school. Thank you. Thank you. Our next finalist is Mr. Kir Omel de la Rosa from Misamis Occidental National High School of Region 10. He is coached by Miss Crystal Gil Makalisab. Hello, Kir. Andito ba coach mo? Congratulations.
Yes po, she's here po. Thank you po.
Ayun.
Paki-spotlight.
Oo, can you help us spotlight Ma'am Crystal so she can also be in frame? Good afternoon. May hapon sa inyo diya.
May hapon po, sir.
Congratulations. Job well done.
Thank you.
Our next finalist is Mr. Nathan Mayer D. from the Philippine Science High School, Western Visayas Campus in Region 6. He is coached by Mr. David Brian Lau. Hello, Nathan. Good afternoon. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Is your coach here? Or do you have any family who might want to be spotlighted as well?
I don't think my coach is here, sir.
That's right.
Fortunately.
That's all right. That's all right. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Our next finalist is Mr. Carlos Manuel Yusoya from Philippine Science High School, Western Visayas Campus, also in Region 6, also coached by Mr. David Brian Lau. Hello, Carlos. Kamusta? Congratulations.
Thank you po.
So next in our list of finalists is Miss Alexandra Brianne Gokian from St. Jude Catholic School in NCR. She is also coached by Mr. Russell Glenn Odi. Hello, Alex.
Hello po.
Good afternoon. Hello again,
Good afternoon.
Russell. Job well done. Congratulations. Okay, so our next finalist is Mr. Benjamin Jacob from the Philippine Science High School main campus, coached also by Mr. Kendrick Agapito. Is Benjamin here? Wala yata, but so congratulations to him nonetheless. Okay, so next up is Miss Charisse Mandreza from Lawak National High School in Region 1. She is coached by Jim Ruar. Charisse, are you here? Congratulations.
Let's wait for them to start their video.
Ayun. Hello, Charisse. Congratulations sa'yo. Magandang hapon.
Sir Ruar?
Congrats, Charisse.
Sir Ruar is here.
Is Mr. Ruar here? Ayan, ayan. That's just spotlighted. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you po.
Okay. Our next finalist is Mr. Abdu Razak Maraye from the Philippine Science High School, Central Mindanao Campus in Region 10. He is coached by Mr. Emmanuel Monterola. Congratulations, Mr. Maraye.
Thank you po.
Your coach isn't around, right? Or do you have family who might want to be spotlighted as well?
Wala po.
Congratulations.
Thank you po.
Alright, our next finalist, thank you very much. Our next finalist is Mr. Enrico Rolando Martinez from the Philippine Science High School main campus in NCR, coached by Mr. Kendrick Agapito. Hello, Enrico. Good afternoon. Kamusta? Kendrick isn't here, right? I think we've established. Do you have any, are your parents here or family members who might want to be spotlighted?
Ayun po.
Ayun! Hello, ma'am, sir. Good afternoon. Congratulations. Yeah, as a parent of a Pisay student myself, I know this is as much a family affair. Congratulations. Job well done. Our next winner, our next national finalist is Mr. Lamberlane Muli from Philippine Science High School, Central Luzon Campus. He is coached by Mr. Lemuel Pelaggio. Mr. Muli, are you here? Wala yata. Congratulations. Next national finalist is Mr. Christoph John Padilla from the Philippine Science High School Central Mindanao Campus, also coached by Mr. Emmanuel Monterola. Christoph, are you here? Is Mr. Padilla here? Wala yata. Okay, so we can move on to our next national finalist. So our next national finalist is Miss Nasrima Patara from Tomas Kabili National High School in Region 10. She was coached by Shane Daniel Nijaga. Nasrima, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is your coach here? Oh, yan. Mr. Nijaga is here. Can you both appear on frame? Ayun, so we can have our nice photo. Congratulations sa inyong dua. Job well done. Ayun. Thank you. Right, next on our list is Mr. Zian Francis Andre Pisana from Bangan National High School of Region 12. He is coached by Miss Imelda Kaligdong. Hello! Ayan, ang saya niyo dyan. Congratulations! Zian, congratulations. Job well done. All right, moving on. Our next finalist is Mr. Jolinel Rioma from Philippine Science High School, Eastern Visayas Campus of Region 8. He is coached by Miss Nikki Rabe. Mr. Rioma, are you here?
The coach is here.
The coach is here.
Good afternoon po.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, is your student here?
No po.
Ay, wala. Sige, yes, that's okay. Congratulations to you and your student. Very good. Fantastic performance. Okay. Next on our list is Mr. Jonathan Sakop of University of the Philippines Rural High School. He is coached by Mr. Romeo Lacro. Hello. Good afternoon. Congratulations. Hello, Mommy. Good afternoon. Congratulations din po sa inyo. Job well done. Thank you very much. Our next finalist is Mr. Reka James Taba from Negros Occidental National Science High School, Region 6. He is coached by Darlene Joy Dimaano. Is Mr. Taba here? Oh, wala yata. I don't think he's here. Okay, so next finalist is Miss Sofia Nadine Tababa from Senator Renato Compañero Cayetano Memorial Science and Technology High School of NCR. She is coached by Miss Marilu Pagaran. Miss Tababa, are you here? Alright, so I don't think she's here. We can move on. Okay, our next finalist is Mr. Dirk Erwin Tardesilia from the Philippine Science High School main campus, also in NCR, also coached by Mr. Kendrick Agapito. Mr. Tardesilia, are you here? Okay, wala yata. So we can move on to our next finalist. Our next finalist is Mr. Gabriel Angelo Villa from the Philippine Science High School Calabarzon campus in Region 4. He is coached by Mr. Francis Emralino. Hello, Gabriel. Good afternoon. Hello po, Sir, Ma'am. Congratulations sa inyo. Ang galing-galing po ng anak nyo. Congratulations. Is your coach here? Gab? Nandito ba coach mo? Nakamute ka po. Nakamute ka. Baka wala yung coach yata. Alright, so I guess we can move on. So our next finalist is Mr. Julian Richmond Villanueva from Santa Rosa Science and Technology High School, Region 4. He is coached also by Miss Maricel Sumangid. Andito ba si Mr. Villanueva? Alright, wala yata. So I suppose we can move to our next finalist. Okay, so I believe this is the last of our finalists, certainly not the least. Our next finalist is Miss Janina Claire Yulo from the University of Negros Occidental Recoletos in Region 6. She's coached by Miss Normiel Dane Ledesma. Hello, Janina. Congratulations, Janina.
Thank you po.
Job well done. Andito ba coach mo or your parents perhaps?
Yes po, they're both here. Miss Norms is here and my mom.
Hi. Hello, ma'am.
Ay, di sila kita.
Hello.
Ayun.
Hello, Ma'am Normiel. Ma'am Normiel, congratulations po sa inyo. Hindi nakikita yung mom mo, Janina, because of the back.
Yan,
Hello
yan.
po, Mami. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Job na magaling po. Galing-galing ng performance.
Thank you.
Alright.
May mga national finalists yatang na-disconnect tapos nakapasok ulit. Baka pwede tayo mag-last
Oh, I
call.
see.
Pwede
Yeah,
mag-raise hand.
raise your hands if you were somehow disconnected. I mean, this is one of the perils of doing awarding ceremonies online. So if you were one of the national finalists who we called earlier, but you were not around, please just raise your hands here so we can call you again.
Yeah, I think nakita ko si Mr. Jacob na nag-enter tapos disconnect tapos enter.
Okay. Sige, we can adjust accordingly. Mr. Jacob, are you here?
Baka na-disconnect ulit. Okay, good.
Ayun. Sige, kasi tinawag ka namin kanina, sayang naman yung opportunity. Hello! There you are.
Hello po.
Hello, good afternoon. Congratulations.
Thank you po.
So we need this for document para meron tayong picture. So congratulations, job well done.
Thank
All
you
right.
po.
So is there anybody else whom we called earlier but was not around because of internet connectivity? Okay, so wala na yata. Okay na ba, Perry?
Baka.
I think so. Okay, so again, thank you. Congratulations to all our 32 finalists. I cannot emphasize enough that being a finalist in itself is a major accomplishment, considering that there were 620 participants who took the exam. The exam was certainly not easy. It was not meant to be easy, and I hope you found it challenging and encouraging for your future physics careers. Okay, so I suppose we can now move on to our area winners. So the area winners, so there were 4 areas identified because our participants were distributed quite well geographically. So the country was split into 4 regions, or 4 areas rather. There was NCR and overseas that were lumped together, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So the area winners were identified. They constitute essentially the top 3 scorers in the qualifying exam from each area. Each area winner will receive a 1,000 peso. Each receive a 1,000 peso cash prize, a certificate, and I believe a medal as well. So so we haven't announced this, so this is a bit of a surprise. So whenever you're called, please spotlight yourselves. So we'll begin with the area winners for NCR and the NCR and overseas area. So our third placer is Mr. Mark Smogen David from Philippine Science High School main campus. Is Mr. David here? I don't recall if he was here in the. He was among.
Yeah, I think he
the
was here
finalists.
among the national finalists.
I don't remember seeing him turning on his video anyway.
Sige.
All right, so our second placer is Mr. Franco Marie Cabral from Philippine Science High School main campus. Congratulations, Franco. Ma'am, sir, congratulations din po. Job well done. Very, very good. And finally, our first placer for NCR and the overseas area is Mr. Enrico Rolando Martinez from the Philippine Science High School main campus. Hello. Wala yata si Enrico. Ayan, there you go. Congratulations. So again, these are the top 3 scorers of the qualifying exam taken from the top 85 shortlisted from Part A of the qualifying exam. Alright, so we move on now to the area winners of Luzon. Again, all receiving cash prize of 1,000 pesos and a certificate and a medal. Our third placer is Mr. Julian Richmond Villanueva of Santa Rosa Science and Technology High School, coached by Ms. Maricel Sumangid. Andito ba si Julian? Hindi ko maalala, Perry. Was he here earlier?
Di ko rin maalala eh. Baka maalala ni Alex or...
Not here po.
Okay, sige. Congratulations. So let's move on to our second placer for Luzon. Our second placer is Mr. Jonathan Sakop of the University of the Philippines Rural High School, coached by Mr. Romeo Laco.
Sir, excuse me po. I actually have 2 coaches present po.
Oh, okay,
Si Sir
sure.
Romeo po and si Sir Job Jonas Rosgal po.
Alright, there you go. Yeah, I think we were just basing this on the... Yeah, okay. So maybe we can spotlight them, both coaches, para both can get recognition.
I don't know how to spotlight po.
Who's the other one? Sir Ruzgal?
Ruzgal.
Yes po.
Sir, pa-start video po tayo, Sir Ruzgal. So that we can... Okay. Let's spotlight.
Maybe request Mr. Ruzgal. There you go. Congratulations to the 2 coaches and then Jonathan. Job well, very good. I think we were basing this mainly on the Google form since we only allowed 1 coach to be typed in. But we understand that this is a joint effort, so thank you very much. Congratulations. Hello, Mami. Congrats din po. Okay, and finally, our first placer for Luzon is Mr. Gabriel Angelo Villa from the Philippine Science High School Calabarzon campus, coached by Mr. Francis Emralino. Congratulations again. Very, very good. Again, wala yung coach, no? Tama, I still remember you. You were one of the last to be called among the finalists. Very good. You were a Luzon champion. Congratulations. Okay, so we move on to the area winners. Congratulations again to our Luzon area winners. We move on to Visayas. Our third placer is Miss Janina Claire Yulo from the University of Negros Occidental, Recoletos. Hello, Janina. Congratulations. Coached by Miss Normiel Dane Ledesma. Hello. Congratulations po sa inyo.
Thank you po.
Entrance exam pa yan.
Oo, maalala ko si Janina had to take an entrance exam on the same day as our finals. Fantastic. Okay, very good. Our second placer is Mr. Nathan Mayer D from the Philippine Science High School, Western Visayas Campus, coached by Mr. David Brian Lau. Hello, Nathan. Hello again, Nathan. Congratulations.
Hello po. Thank you, sir. Hello
Thank
po.
you very much. Congrats, congrats. And finally, our first placer is Mr. Carlos Manuel Yusoya from the Philippine Science High School, Western Visayas Campus, also coached by Mr. David Brian Lau. I don't remember if I saw... Ayun, yun. Hello, Carlos. Congratulations.
No po.
Job well done. Your coach isn't here, right? If I remember correctly.
No po.
Okay. Do you want? Is there anybody else you want spotlighted for the pictures?
No naman po.
Okay, that's fine. Congratulations anyway. Congratulations. Okay, and certainly last but not the least, the area winners for Mindanao. Our third placer is Miss Jamili Asombrado from the Philippine Science High School, Zamboanga campus, coached by Miss Kate Cheryl Bayer. Congratulations, Jamili. Hello. Ayan, parang may mga kamag-anak ka sa likod. This is family. Hello. Hindi yata kita, Jamili, kasi naka-pixelate yung naka-blur.
Mukhang naka-blur sila.
Hello, Miss Kate. Congratulations po sa inyo. Very, very good. Our second placer is Mr. Bernard Arsenas, Philippine Science High School Soc Sargent campus, coached by Mr. Jason Bazar. Hello again, Bernard. Congratulations. Hello, hello sir. Good afternoon. Para nasa labas po kayo, nakapayong po kayo ah. Job well done. Congratulations. Fantastic work. And finally, our first placer is Mr. Muhammad Nur Kasib from the Philippine Science High School Central Mindanao campus, coached by Mr. Emmanuel Monterola. Hello, Nur.
Hello, good afternoon po again.
Good afternoon ulit. Ayan, so pipicture muna tayo. I remember your dad was online, right?
Yes, but he said he requested po na he will not turn on his camera for now.
Ay, that's fine, that's fine. So congratulations for being the Mindanao champion. Thank you.
Thank you so much po.
Thank you very much.
Yes po.
Ayun. Ay, there. Hello, Mommy. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations, anak.
Thank you so much po, ma'am. Thank you so much po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you, thank you. All right, so those are our area winners for the...
Iyan, may kakapasok na national finalist. Di ko maalala kung natawag natin kanina. Dirt Tardesilia. Kaka-admit ko lang a few seconds ago.
Oh, I see. Okay. Maybe we can do that. So, okay. I've just been... Yeah. So is Mr. Tardesilia here? So can be duly recognized as one of our finalists. Wala rin yata.
Na-disconnect ulit. Yeah, baka
yeah, unfortunately, yeah, ganun talaga. We have to deal with the problems with this mode of awarding. Okay, so again, congratulations to all our area winners. We hope that if you can still join us next year, you will continue on this successful path of physics that you are currently on. Okay, so I suppose we can now move on to our national winners. So our national winners, so let me just get this straight kasi the numbers are actually important. So the national so we initially were thinking of only awarding the first and second and third prize winners, the top 3 scorers in the nationals from the final exams. But the exam committee decided that because the scores were pretty close, we decided to also award 2 honorable mention winners. So all of the national winners, first, second, and third, and the honorable mention winners will all get medals and will get, I would say, quite generous cash prizes. So the honorable mention winners will each get 5,000 pesos. Our third prize winner, our third placer, will get 15,000 pesos. Our second placer will get 20,000 pesos, and our first placer will also get 25,000 pesos. All right, so I think I got those right. Sakto ba, Perry? And of course, everyone, all of the national winners will receive a certificate and a very nice PPO medal. All right, so let's begin with the honorable mention awardees. So our first honorable mention winner is Mr. Gabriel Angelo Villa from Philippine Science High School, Calabarzon. Congratulations. Actually, malapit na malapit kang umabot sa top 3. So, kaya nasama sa honorable mention kasi sayang naman. So, konting-konti lang talaga. So, sayang. So, this is why we've decided to also award 2 honorable mention medals for this year.
At saka, ito yung dahilan kung bakit sinabihan kita kaninang umaga na umattend ka.
So, congratulations. Mommy, Daddy, congratulations din po sa inyo. Okay, our next honorable mention awardee is Mr. Mohammed Noor Kasib from Philippine Science High School, Central Mindanao Campus. Hello, Noor. Hello again. This is the 3rd time I'm calling you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Congratulations. Again, similar to what I just said just a while ago, just a while back. Sobrang malapit yung score mo na pumasok sa top 3.
So, balik ka lang ng balik sa PPO, ha?
Wow.
Hello, sir.
Thank you so
Congratulations.
much. It has been such a great honor po.
The pleasure was ours. Congratulations. Nandito po ba si Mami para lang meron tayong picture?
God bless you all po.
Naka-video. Ay, sige, okay na.
Ayan. Okay, so our 3rd placer for this year's PPO is Mr. Harold Scott Chua from Philippine Science High School, main campus. Hello, Harold.
Nakamute yata siya.
Nakamute ka, Harold. Hello, congratulations, Harold. I'm kind of wondering what you intend to do with your 15,000 pesos. But you don't need to answer me now. Congratulations, job well done. All right, so our 2nd placer is Mr. Franco Marie Cabral from the Philippine Science High School main campus. Hello, Franco. Hello, Daddy, Mommy, congratulations. Ako, ang laki ng dagdag ng stipend ni Franco, ah. I wonder how old are you, Franco? Are you in grade 12 now?
Yes po.
What does a grade 12 student do with 20,000 pesos these days?
Not sure po.
You'll have a lot of time to think about it, but congratulations. Thank you very much. And finally, our champion for this year is Mr. Enrico Rolando Martinez from the Philippine Science High School main campus. Congratulations to Enrico. Is Enrico here?
Thank you po.
Ay, asan na si Enrico? Ayan! Daddy, Mommy, congratulations! Siguro hindi mo na magsa-stipend, hindi mo na bibigyan ng baon si Enrico ng mga magulang niya. Nalaki ng 25,000. Congratulations, job well done. It's really more, so we hope that you will train with us so we can compete in international competitions this year. Congratulations. Okay, very, very good. Okay, so again, congratulations to all the winners. This was a long journey. The exams were certainly not easy. I hope you found them fun. And I hope those who can still join us next year will keep on doing so. Hindi naman natatapos sa isang exam lang. So congratulations to everyone.
Ayan, thank you, Dr. Vega. Again, congratulations po sa ating national winners, area winners, national finalists, their parents, their schools, and their coaches. It takes a village po talaga, and maraming salamat po sa pag-support sa inyong students.
Yes, amazing, amazing work, guys. So our next message will be from Mr. Steven Reyes, a two-time silver medalist of the International Physics Olympiad. He is currently a freshman at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology.
Yeah, so hello everyone. I'm Steven, and I won silvers in the 2018 and 2019 International Physics Olympiads. So first of all, I would like to congratulate all the national finalists for getting this far into this year's Philippine Physics Olympiad. I'm actually amazed that something like this is happening, because before there wasn't really an official PPO, and it wasn't like publicized much, and only some schools were able to send their students who represent the Philippines in the IFO. But yeah, now that this is happening, I'm happy that more students will be able to show their passion and excellence in physics and represent the Philippines while doing that. So yes, back then, I didn't know that much physics. Like, I only knew what it was in high school, and I only started my journey into IFO in high school. I started it by just picking up Young and Friedman's University Physics and just reading through the chapter summaries and solving some problems here and there. But yeah, I didn't really score that well in the first exam, and I didn't get into the team. But Sir Esguerra was kind enough to let me train with the other people in the team and just solve problems day in, day out from Monday to Saturday in UP during the summers. And yeah, that was like the main reason why I was able to improve much in physics. Yeah, and I also learned like a lot of stuff. Like I learned what the actual like caliber of physics is expected in the Olympiad level, and and then you like occasionally you'd see some cool problems to solve it, and then I also learned of the experimental side of physics for the first time with Sir Hermosa. Like we would like toy around with lasers, we would like calculate the periods of pendulums, different kinds of pendulums, and like also draw graphs with lines calculating their slope and their error bars. And that led me like, it is very nice because that's something that you don't normally learn in high school. Like, oh, you just learn what is significant figures. I don't know. But from experimental physics, you actually learn that it's because they have error bars. The measurements are not exact, and that's why you have to do significant figures. And yeah, and you can do math with those error bars and convert it to other measurements with their own error bars. And yeah, that's basically the first taste of experimental physics that I got from the training program. Yeah, and the nice thing about this whole experience was that okay, because before I only learned of like sneak peeks of physics from like YouTube videos, from like Veritasium, from Vsauce, because there's this one video about Vsauce that Vsauce made about the brachistochrone, which is this like curve that's like a constant period no matter where you no matter where you put the ball, like no matter the amplitude, it's the same period. So what was nice because the program was able to like relate that with actual math. There was one problem that asked me to like rederive the equation for this brachistochrone, and that's where I also learned that like, oh, pendulums aren't actually constant period because of small angle approximations. It only works if you do it with a small amplitude. So you know, stuff like that. Yeah, it was very like rewarding and amazing that you can like redrive these stuff from scratch, and that's what kept me going like from all the training period for all the training, because it was very rewarding every time you solve a problem like that. And yeah, from all that, I'm now a college freshman in MIT studying computer science for now. I also want to like explore some physics classes here because they're so interesting. Like some stuff about quantum physics. Yeah, I'm hoping to still learn more, even though like I definitely did not learn everything there was in my IPHO training program. Yeah, I still want to continue learning. And yeah, my final message to all the national finalists is that It's just a matter of commitment, I think. You just have to keep doing, keep solving problems, keep exploring more physics, keep learning about everything, and that's what that's the key to success. Yeah, and yeah, just look at me. Before I didn't know anything, but I just kept going and just kept solving more problems and just kept being motivated every day to just keep solving problems. And I'm pretty sure that's why I got to this level of physics. And yeah, I think that's it. So again, I would like to congratulate all of you, and I'm hoping that this is just the start of your physics journey and you just keep improving from there on. That would be very nice. Okay. See you. Yep.
And thank you po to Mr. Reyes. He makes an important point. You really need commitment in order to succeed in physics, as with every other area of life.
Yes, Monday to Saturday, solving physics problems.
Parang hanggang Sunday actually eh.
With Sir Perry. Okay, so to close the program, we would like to have the message from our national champion, Mr. Enrico Rolando Martinez from Philippine Science High School main campus.
First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who made this event possible after so many years, the SPP and the SPVM. I'd like to congratulate as well the national finalists and awardees who are here. But more importantly, to everyone who took a shot at this competition, congratulations for finishing it. This competition is another big step for all of us towards our shared goal of deciphering the universe. I know that the already 2-year pandemic has been a common struggle for all of us. Personally, during the first part of the pandemic and even until now, the uncertainty of what lies ahead caused me, and a lot of my friends too, to have reduced motivation in doing the things I normally did back then. Yet if there was one thing that stayed on my mind throughout the pandemic, it was physics. I know, as cheesy and as nerdy as it sounds, learning physics concepts and solving physics problems was the main thing that helped me find order among the chaos that was going on in the world outside. The more I became immersed in the field, the more I wanted more. In this way, the pandemic allowed me to discover a massive iceberg of physics resources. Among these was the Physics Olympiad Discord server, which I'd say was the most significant of all of them, since it was through this Discord server that I was able to meet other students studying for Physics Olympiads, find resources on the topics I've always wanted to learn, and join various online competitions with friends with similar interests. Over the pandemic, I also gained a new perspective on physics. Before, I and most of my friends had been so accustomed to the belief that physics was just apply formula after formula to get the final answer. But over time, I saw what physics truly was, a viewpoint through which we could see and make sense of the universe that we live in, and another field where mathematics proves itself to be a powerful tool in explaining the systems that govern our lives. Nonetheless, the ride wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. As someone who loves joining competitions, I certainly went through a lot of difficult phases. But I think it was the mindset that I've instilled upon myself that kept me going. I may not have to be the best, I may not have to solve every problem that I encounter. I just have to enjoy the process and everything will follow. I know, however, that all of this wouldn't be possible without the various coaches, physics teachers, friends, and family that have sparked my interest in this field and have constantly given me motivation to push through. To those people listening, you know who you are, and I will be forever grateful for what you have started and fostered in me. Hence, my final message to everyone listening is, kung gusto, maraming paraan. If you truly love something, you'll constantly look for ways to get it. And during difficult times, the simple fulfillment that comes with doing something that you love will allow you to get back up, maybe not immediately, but eventually, and pick up where you left off. And I think that doesn't just apply to physics, it applies to any field you so desire. Every field of knowledge has its own beauty. All it takes is for us to appreciate this beauty, and nothing can stop us from satisfying our innate desire as humans to find ourselves in the dynamic world we live in. Although this may be the end of the Philippine Physics Olympiad 2022, I am more than excited for what's to come in the future. Thank you very much.
Grabe, ang ganda ng sinabi ni Enrico, di ba? If you love something and you fall down, you will be able to get back. Maybe not immediately, but eventually. Parang pati ako kailangan kong marinig yun. So congratulations, Mr. Martinez, and as well as to your family. That closes for the awarding ceremony of the Philippine Physics Olympiad 2022.
As we said earlier, no, it takes a village talaga. So we would also like to thank and congratulate their coaches and their parents and the rest of the awardees.
So please stay put po. We will still have a picture taking at the end, but at this point po, your hosts are now signing off.
I am Janelle Manuel.
And I am CJ Papalatok, and this has been the Philippine Physics Olympiad 2022. Let's give ourselves a virtual
round of applause.
Woo! Congratulations! Ang galing-galing ni na Janelle tsaka CJ. Maraming salamat.
Nanakawa ko nga ng line, sir. Iniiwas. Congratulations po. Balik tayo sa
Congratulations.
Sir Alex, for the picture take.
We will request, pwede natin i-stop ang recording, right? We will request